Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. Happy Friday everybody. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. I'm going to go ahead and get started with an affirmation card, simply because I haven't used this deck in a good while. Alright, so let's see what the collective affirmation message is. Alright, we have two. We have, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. I'm getting a sense of detachment on your energy. Detachment probably isn't the best word. It sort of feels like perspective. It's really just perspective. Like I feel like you are taking a step back from something in order to gain a different perspective, at least at the time of viewing this reading. So I want to go ahead and just get messages for what you need to hear, okay? What does the collective need to hear today? I apologize for the music in the background. Also, the neighbors are building and they have their music playing. Alright, what does the collective need to hear? Ooh, we have the Star, we have the Nine of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's a sense of wanting you to just relax. I feel like tension growing. So this could be, again, energy is energy. So tension growing can mean in any aspect of your life, within you, externally, like tension between you and a situation, tension between you and another person, you and a whole group of people. Like it can mean whatever, but there's a sense of tension growing either within or without, and the main message that's wanting to be conveyed during this reading is that there's a sense of needing to relax and not understand, because I feel like you do understand, but just a reminder that things are in motion, okay? A reminder of, I'm hearing time delay in when it comes to manifestations. I feel like you feel overburdened by something that you've been trying to work your way towards. You feel overburdened by the situation in which you currently find yourself with that. And again, this is just energy. But the main message being to remind yourself that everything is already in motion, and to relax with this Nine of Wands energy. Let me go ahead and get clarifiers for this. Clarify this stuff. Yeah, some lack. Okay, so that makes sense as far as like feeling like tension grow, especially if this could be in regards to like finances, like feeling really tense and needing some, relief to come through. Doesn't have to be finances. It just feels something in which it feels like a necessity that's not being met in some aspect of your life, right? And then we have the Emperor. The strength that you have in navigating your journey. a reminder of the strength that you've had. So as far as in the past, the Nine of Wands is having come through, right? It's everything in tarot is about a journey. That's why there's a number system. So with that being said, the one obviously being at the beginning of a journey or a beginning aspect of some sort of cycle, some sort of something. Hold on. The 9 being you've already gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And you're at the 9. You've had a lot of experiences in regards to this specific whatever this is. You fill in subject. But so it's like you're no noob. You're no noob when it comes to being on this journey, but it's almost like, you know, like being over just straight up over it, being straight up over whatever situation you've been having to maneuver your way through that has not been the easiest of things to do. And then we have the Six of Swords, the moving away from, the leaving behind, the having to trust. The having to trust is the Six of Swords. It's like, okay, not the same because it's Pentacles and Swords, but the 5 being at a loss of, right? The left out of, the lack of something that's a necessity to you, right? Whatever that be. And the 6 being the energy of moving away from that, because it's almost like I'm getting the word refugee, like a refugee of something that you had to move away from. There was nothing for you to stay behind at that was erased. There was nothing, right? The lack of, but the strength that you've had throughout this entire journey, throughout all the motions, each page that you turned, from moving from the Ace of Wands to the 2 of Wands to the 3 of Wands to the 4 to the 5 to the 6 to the 7 to the 8, and now to the 9, where you're about to move away from and close off a cycle. Now we don't have a 10, but I would like to see a 10. Future potential energies for the collective. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Death. That's good, but I would still like to see a 10. No, we have the 2. So this may be energy that's going to... It feels like tricky energy. I don't know what this is in regards to. I'm going to get a clarifier on this 2 of Swords. Because I feel like... Yeah, okay. We have the Queen of Wands. That's a good thing. This feels like tricky energy because it feels like there's a lot of uncertainty. And I really don't even know. So like me, even I'm like just feeling very like vague and confused about what I'm even talking about. And I'm not getting, like sometimes I get like feel out examples of some sort. And this is just really like, I'm not getting a clear indication. So that alone with the 2 of Swords coming out is telling me that you're sort of having that, right? There's whatever's moving towards or whatever's gonna be the next, right? Whatever the next step is for you. I'm taking that as a step. Whatever the next step is for you comes with a lot of uncertainty. But there's a lot of strength in your energy. We have the Queen of Swords. So again, sorry. Going back, hold on. This feels, sorry, what was I saying? Was I reading this? It says, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So within this confusion, okay, the light being clarity, right? The light being clarity. And as far as where you're headed, as far as what the next step is, because maybe that's the confusion in all of this, is not knowing what the next step is and feeling like over not knowing it already. Something like that. And then we have, thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. I feel like you're, if not already, like having a sense of perspective change with the Queen of Swords, or some just perspective, a different perspective that you are coming into about one or two. I don't know if these are all one story or like different things, but coming to some sort of clarity on that, and a sense of different perception that sort of guides you, because that perception will like help you feel out. Based on that perception, you can feel your way into your next move, even if you don't have it like completely quite figured out. It's very vague. There's too much fog. But you're not stopping. You're not stopping. Nonetheless, there's too much fog, but you're still moving. With her head down, not being able to see. Blindfolded, not being able to see. It's just a hand, no faces, no eyes, not being able to see. There's a lot of not being able to see, but understanding that something is changing, feeling all of those changes, all of the transformation. Sorry, she's just like really like, I'm dancing on your grave of whatever was back here, because we don't need any of that. It's transforming, so no need in mourning it. Let's just celebrate this death is what it's giving me. Just letting it go. Relaxing, because remember in the beginning I said something about needing to relax as much as you can, right? I know when there's a sense of just being over and you like wanting to, there's a sense of like frustration, right? And then I remember, I think I had said time delay or a delay of something, I don't know. There's a frustration specifically with that, but nonetheless you're moving forward, okay? And it's taking me back to that energy of, I said, like, maybe that's the perspective change, is like, and I keep on having to say, I hate to say that word, I can't think of another word, but that is, this is what this card is giving me, like a refugee, right? Like how whatever was before is completely gone for whatever reason. You can fill in the blank as to why whatever was before this step or this moment in your life, whatever was before that doesn't exist anymore. There is nothing to go back to. And I feel like that, like realization, that understanding, that just, or even maybe like you've just come to accept that. You've just come to accept that there's no going back to anything, because there's nothing left there for you to go back to in any way, shape, or form. So there's no choice but to flow with it, move along. There's no resisting anything, you know, like having that understanding, like, what am I resisting? There's nothing to go back to. I need to just move forward. And even though I can't see what I'm even moving forward into, really, it's an unknown, like I'm still moving forward. That is what you're doing, okay? So there's a lot of strength in your energy. The reminders again. What was the reminder? What were the reminders? Understanding that things are in motion and the need to relax. Let me get some. Oh my gosh, why is everything so I'm so sloppy. I don't want to exhaust any energy on anything. Okay. We have Shapeshifter LOL. This is funny. Last night I just got shapeshifter. But anyways, transform and unveil your gifts. Seer, see beyond the current situation. Literally, that's what you're being asked to do, is understand that things are in motion, and even though you can't see, it is shrouded in the unknown because you're moving into the unknown, literally. I was going to say something else and then I just lost it completely. It disappeared. Great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. I feel like this is... Stop. I heard a come to Jesus moment. Like there's... So what does that mean to me? Like a time of really needing to anchor yourself in your faith. Delve into your faith, whatever that is, okay? And I feel like you're doing that as much as there is a lot of resistance to it. That's what I'm getting. And I resonate with that, so that's why I took a deep breath before saying it. There's a lot of resistance to delving into your spirituality or your faith is more than anything. And if that be religion, then that be religion. Whatever your root is, even if there's a wound in your root, I feel the need to say that when it comes to an experience or multiple experiences or a whole experience with religion in general. But if they're not then that's not for you. But the need to like delve into your root, and that's why I had heard like a come to Jesus moment, like needing to like anchor yourself in whatever faith. If there's been like a whatchamacallit, like a slip is what I'm getting, of a lack of faith, a moment of doubt in your trust in not only yourself but in your faith, right? Whatever that be, maybe like lacking faith in your ability to make your way past this, because the death card is a difficult energy, right? Like, yeah, I made fun of it and I made jokes about the dancing. Sorry, I just can't with her sticking her tongue out, like like I can just hear like rock music or like reggaeton or something blaring on some real crazy speakers, and she's just like dancing over this grave. But sorry, I got so distracted again. It felt like a good time. But then there's this like heavy energy of, oh look, I hadn't even noticed, sorry. There's like a hourglass at the bottom that he's holding on to, and he's like locking eyes, his last moments, and there's a whole lot of suffering involved in that, and that's, I'm assuming, in whatever's being removed, whatever no longer exists for you. Like I said, when I created that barrier, whatever was behind there for you that no longer is available to you for whatever reason is painful. But yeah, and then over here with the shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. This is you being able to navigate your way through all of the chapters of your life, because like I said, you're over here at the 9 of Wands, which feels like, look at him, he's just like, he's been through like all the battles. He has survived all the battles, and they have not been easy to survive, but yet here he is, you know, ready to keep going, but just being over it already. Like that's you, that's us. Just kidding. Anyways, let me get some animal cards and close this reading off, and I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I think I'm gonna do a pick a card for Monday, and I'll just leave it like open, like messages from the universe, something like that. Should be fun. Embrace the in-between. I've been getting a lot of that energy lately. There's a lot of in-between energy. Remember with the caterpillar, the cocoon, and now we have the butterfly. Transformation is beautiful, which is what she's dancing about right here, right? The original energy was just like, nah, like, don't be mourning what was, you know, dance upon it. Dance upon that you experienced that and let it go if it was painful, right? And then obviously, like, take what good memories you can from whatever situation came before and, you know, honor those memories in dance. Just kidding. Transformation energy right here, and it's both giving me the same thing. Like, this is something to celebrate, is sort of what I'm getting, even if it doesn't feel like it. Like this guy over here, he's like, how can I celebrate? She's dancing on my corpse. Anyways. So dumb. Card number 15 with Cow Spirit. The miracles are endless. I love her so much because, like, my cat Charlita, I call, well, she's spotted, right? So I call her a cow, and I'll always be like, Charlita the cow. She I sing songs and everything for her, but I'm not gonna sing them. But anyways, I say that she's a cow, and then my mom, like, which is, she doesn't like animals that much, but whatevs. Be like, this and that, and she'll say about her, and I'm just like, she's just a cow. She's just a cow. We should all just worship her. And this is what I envision when I say that about her, is this like beautiful being that offers so much. Sorry, I'm gonna stop. Card number 38 with the lizard spirit. Dream the world into being. So this one's interesting actually, because it's giving me sort of the shape-shifting energy, but in a different way. Like, as far as like the chameleon, like, there's a lot of aspects to you, and I'm gonna relay this message because this was my message, and now I'm relaying it to you in a different way, because the lizard is giving me, like, not only being able to shapeshift, but being able to familiarize yourself in different settings. Whatever. But that being like something to like honor about yourself, because I feel like, I don't know if that's something that you have not, like, not an aspect that people have, what's the word, that people have disregarded about you, and maybe even like twisted that aspect, but that's something that you've had to do. Like, you're the Nine of Wands. You've had to get through many moments of moving away from whatever, moving away from situations, moving away from life experiences that you've had to get your way through, and it's like an aspect of you that you should honor in yourself, okay? Like, being able to make the best of whatever. Remember, that was the message from yesterday, like the lemons and the lemonade. Make the best out of what you've had to experience in your life. Like, that's you, is being able to just take with it, roll with it, make it past it, and become a new person, and not allow the past to define you. You've just moved on and shed, like a lizard, right? Shed the old skin and you were anew. Yeah, it's very, very powerful strength that you have, that you've had to have. That's what I'm getting. And yeah, just anchoring yourself in that, being able to relax. I feel like anchoring yourself in your faith is what is going to allow you to relax. So whatever that be, maybe tending to like wounded aspects, if you have wounded aspects in your faith, and whatever that be, whether it be spirituality or religion, yeah, that's just, you know, an opinion of mine that you don't have to listen to. But I hope you guys have a good weekend. Until we vibe again.